How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, aka Slammerella, and today we have a kind of different video for this channel, and I would more than usually do this kind of thing on the Stuck Skateboarding channel. However, we don't really have all that many subscribers yet. I mean, we just hit 35, maybe 36 the other day. That's cool. That's up 10 more from what we were a little while ago. So, you know, thanks to everyone who popped over there to the blue Stuck channel and subscribed. I appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you for watching. And if you're still subscribed to the red Stuck channel, that one's no longer operable. It's been kind of disabled. So if you want to see more skateboarding content from me, please go check out the blue Stuck Skateboarding channel and subscribe there for all future skateboarding content. With that being said, this is a top 10 favorite skateboarding related channels that I watch pretty much on a daily basis, or you know, like every other day basis whenever I have the time to sit down and catch up on some of the YouTube subscriptions that I have going on. And trust me, there is a lot of them, because I love watching your guys' content. Keep making stuff. It's very entertaining. So these aren't necessarily ranked one better than the other. There's a couple that I do prefer over others, but mostly they're all really good. I will have to say, though, that my number one favorite out of all these is at the number one spot, and that is George Poulos. Funny name, but that's his name. He is a vlog style skateboarding channel. He is about an intermediate to advanced level skater. On his channel, he does trick tips. He talks about what's going on during his day. He had like a few years of college vlogs mixed with skateboarding stuff in between, which was pretty neat. He does, I'm pretty sure, top 10 lists of tricks you can do here or there, top 10 gear to get, or things not to do at a skate park, or just stuff like that. He's got a pretty positive personality, which is why I like him quite a bit. I like being able to be motivated and have some positive influence on my life. And he's very down to earth. He doesn't seem like very stuck up and full of himself. He doesn't seem like the I'm too good for you kind of dude. He seems just like someone I could actually hang out with, despite his terrible taste in music. You need to listen to some punk or some metal, George. Come on. Anyways, and if you don't know George, he is actually the owner and creator of Aero Skate Co. And I believe he started the whole helmet gang, hashtag helmet gang thing, which is basically a pro wearing your helmet movement, because in skateboarding it's generally looked down upon to wear a helmet. You're considered, like, I don't know, a sissy or not like a pro skater if you wear a helmet or something, which is ridiculous. Fucking Tony Hawk wears a helmet, so get over it. You know, don't be a dummy, wear a helmet, save your melon. Your brains are important, especially in this day and age. So yeah, George Poulos is probably my number one favorite channel. I watch any videos he posts. I don't care if I even think that the video is not going to be entertaining or doesn't relate to me. I still watch that motherfucker. So definitely check him out if you're into skating. The next one on my list here, also really good, kind of a little cheesy at times, but that's Andrew Schrock, or Andy Schrock as he's always called. No one calls him Andrew. He's kind of an advanced skater. I'd say probably professional level. He's the owner and creator of Revive Skateboards, previously known as Revenge Skateboards. They did like about 50 or 60 We Want Revenge vlogs of them going out with their small little local team and doing some skateboarding stuff. He also is kind of the owner and creator of Force Wheels and something called 3 Block. I don't know if it's just a separate division of boards or what 3 Block is. I don't think it's trucks, but anywho, Carlos Lastra is a part of his team, so that's neat. And on the videos, he also does like skate challenges and warehouse Wednesdays and just different kind of cool things like that, where he challenges the team to do a certain amount of tricks in a certain amount of time, gives them like really ridiculous warm-ups, and then if they fail to meet the challenge, they have to like have like a mouthful of hot sauce or they have to get like Nerf guns shot at them or something. Just really funny, like the opposite of a reward, a demerit for not meeting the challenge. So really good. His humor is kind of funny. Once again, kind of cheesy at times, but most of the time he'll get a giggle out of me or two. So yeah, I really enjoy Andy Schrock's channel. The next one on my list here, number 3, is Braille Skateboarding / Braille Army. Now, you probably know that channel best for Aaron Cairo. He's the owner of Braille, and he has a lot of advanced and intermediate skaters on his team. It was Carlos. I don't know if Carlos is on the team anymore. There's Fetty Potter, there's Uzi Walker, there's Nigel, there is Aussie Dan. Anyways, a lot of them, a lot of good guys. Yeah, it's really entertaining. They do different skate challenges as well. They do experiments with boards. They have like weird boards that they try different tricks on. They try different like brands of decks and see how long it lasts standing up to a game of skate, if it snaps, and how durable they are. They do skate tips every now and then, and they do skate tutorials. I know Aaron Cairo really likes to push the best way to skateboard, or learning to skateboard, or whatever his book is. He has a book on it and like a video series on it. And I've seen a couple of the videos related to that. It's actually pretty enjoyable and pretty spot on. Whether you like Aaron Cairo or not, it's up to you. He kind of reminds me of Tom Green a lot. I think he secretly is Tom Green. But yeah, really good channel. I like all the people on the team. My favorites off the team has got to be Uzi Walker and Fetty, but the other guys are cool too. So shout out to the Braille team. Next on my list is a dude named Dale Decker, and he's actually a little higher on my list than the guy that kind of introduced me to him, but we'll get to that later. Dale Decker is kind of like a semi-vlog style, depends on what video you watch. Sometimes it is a vlog style video with skateboarding footage in it, sometimes just intro, boom, straight to skateboarding or whatever hijinks they're up to. He is an intermediate to advanced level skater. He's really good. He does the odd trick tips. He's pretty down to earth. Like he's like a street style, street attitude kind of dude. Really neat view on things. I really enjoy it. He's also the owner and creator of the Slammin' Worldwide Skatewear. I've busted his balls a couple of times about not having slam metal in his Slammin' Worldwide videos. Yeah, I think he actually had a 4-second clip in one of them, and I'm like, hey, look, there's actually slam on Slammin' Worldwide, and he kind of chuckled about it. But yeah, really neat channel. Definitely check him out. He's more of like street level and kind of more of a gritty type skate vlog channel. So yeah, really interesting. And how I met Dale Decker, I never met him in real life, but how I kind of got introduced to him was through number 5, John Hill. John Hill, I liked his videos a little bit better earlier on. He's a vlog style skateboarding channel. He talks about his day. He takes you here and there throughout the city of where he's living. He talks a lot about his girlfriend, Sarah Dici, rhymes with Peachy. He's an advanced / pro skater. He is signed. He's sponsored. That's the word I'm looking for. And he does a lot of like skate park or skate spot kind of adventures, and finding different spots and checking out different parks and rating them and telling you a little bit about them and the history about them, what his favorite thing about them is and what his least favorite thing about them is. He also used to do a lot of odd trick tips. I think he does a lot more trick tips and stuff like that on his Patreon, so he can get a little bit more funding for his channel and business. He has like very high scale and recording. It's very professional. He does a lot of like B-roll and kind of like artsy stuff, so you'll kind of see that kind of stuff in his vlogs. He kind of comes off as this really well-off rich dude, really happy and like positive about everything, and it kind of gets on my nerves a bit because I'm not anywhere near rich. I'm fucking poor. So when people seemingly rub their wealth in your face and how awesome and well off they're doing, it kind of just like, but that aside, it's a very minor critique I have about his channel. It's good stuff, and he's obviously the owner and creator of Progress Daily skate apparel, and not my favorite style of art. Some of it here and there has been like, it's okay, I wouldn't buy it, but I know the art style appeals to some people. But yeah, once again, talented skater, very positive, upbeat, and worth watching. He is on my top 10 list after all. All right, next on my list here is someone kind of not the opposite end of the scale, but just it's a very DIY channel. Who I'm talking about is Vanessa Darfs, or aka Nessa Darfs. She's an intermediate skater. She does some really cool stuff, but she's not quite like advanced or pro or anything. I enjoy everything she does. She's well above my skill, that's for sure. And she's kind of local. I've seen a lot of videos where she's in Toronto and maybe Scarborough and the surrounding area. I'm not exactly sure where she's located. Not really any of my business. All I know is she's local, so that's kind of cool that we could potentially meet one day and catch a skate session. She does a lot of park skating, the odd street skating, and the odd kind of indoor skate park stuff. So that's neat. And she also does the odd trick progressions, and she has like a small crew that films with her and does tricks and whatnot. So it's not just her, it's a couple of dudes, but it's her channel, and it's mostly focusing on what she can do in skateboarding. Really chill chick. She seems like also fairly down to earth. They don't really talk too much in the channel. It's mostly just straight to the skating. So cool. It's a very street level, local kind of thing that's interesting to me. So that's that. All right, let's move on to the next people that I watch here. The seventh one I have on my list is a older gentleman with the channel called Adventures in Skateboarding at 40 Plus. So his channel is basically his introduction to skateboarding again, getting back into it, and just trying to get back into the grind, shake off the rust, and showing the struggles of skateboarding at, you know, a little bit past your prime, I guess, at an older age. So he does some basic tricks, ollies, some basic grinds, some shove-its, some slides, and bowl work. He does a little bit of transition here and there. He's currently, I think, in Korea or Japan or something like that. He's shown a couple of skate parks from the Orient. Very cool. I can't wait to hear how his trip went and see what he does. He doesn't post a lot or very often, but when he does, I always found it very interesting. And he did mention that he would love to come up to Canada and catch a skate session with Stuck Skateboarding. So that would be neat. Can't wait to meet him and actually do a skate sesh with the dude. So yeah, check out that Adventures in Skateboarding at 40 Plus. Another channel you should check out is number 8, and that's Radrat Video. Now, the thing about Radrat Video is it's not a lot of actual skateboarding. He doesn't go out and like do a bunch of like skate vlogging and filming and stuff. He's, at least nowadays, I don't know his super duper early videos. I've only kind of caught up the last year or so, but it's mostly skateboarding information. He'll get questions about skateboarding or products or spots or terminology, and he'll, you know, let the viewer know what it is, or talk about it, or explain it and provide examples of it. And he also goes into depth about the older pro skaters, talking about Rodney Mullen and Tony Hawk and Steve Caballero, etc., etc. And kind of, he does like introspectives of like, where are they now? Like, what is like Chad Muska doing now? Or what is Jamie Thomas doing now? So he does stuff like that. But he does every now and then kind of spurse in clips of him doing old tricks, or him just doing stuff like a basketball court or his old house with his little long box and the grind bar he has on there. And he also includes like footage of professionals when he's talking about who does what. So really neat. I really enjoy his channel. He seems really laid back, seems like a chill dude. Definitely check out Radrat Video. All right, number 9 is someone I just recently discovered, and I'm so thankful I did. I've been binge watching his shit all day today, and that is 1972 Curb Nomad, or as I accidentally call him in my Stuck Skate video that's about to upload in the next day. I call him Curb Nomad 1972, so I reversed the date. But anywho, he's basically like Adventures in Skateboarding at 40 plus. He's an older dude that's getting back into skating after a giant hiatus, and he's trying to get back into it, and he loves it. And he's returning to skating as like an older adult. He does some basic tricks. He, ollies, shove-its, does a lot of curb stuff, hence the name Curb Nomad, I guess. But he also does some neat stuff like product reviews and rundowns of different things like old school boards. So if you like the old school style boards that have that weird kind of fish shape, he does like talk about that. He talks about the importance of rails, the different soft and hardness of wheels, what size of wheels is good for what. He talks about different bushings, and he kind of gives his opinion on independent or bones bushings, and kind of shows you what happens to them after like one skate session. And so that's cool. He's also kind of like an outdoors nut, and camping related things interspersed throughout his skateboarding vlogs and rundowns. So definitely check him out. Like I said, I've been binging him all day, going through his list of like 40 skate related videos. So yeah, check out 1972 Curb Nomad. And number 10, last but definitely not least, the board that I'm riding right now is False Assault, and I'm subscribed to their skating channel, and that is I Am Anastasia, or on Instagram, Not Your Average Girl. She is the owner and creator, once again, of False Assault Skateboards from Northern Ontario. She's not a professional skater. I'd say she's probably about intermediate, probably a good 2 or 3 years above my level for sure. And she's got some good skate footage from some different parks around her area. She also does some kind of neat tricks and whatnot in her basement. She's got a basement set up with a manual box and a grind rail on it. She's kind of like well known for her inward heel flips, which I have no idea how the fuck that trick even works. I can't even begin to think of how to, like, I get it. You kick your heel in a heel flip, but it's got to flip this way at the same way that the heels flip it. Yeah, it blows my mind. So the fact that she can do that, kudos Anastasia. I'm never learning that trick. I can barely heel flip, so kudos to you. She also does a little bit of reviews for different products like the Osiris D3. She recently did a review for the globes, the Rodney Mullen globes of some sort. She likes the like old school, really thick, fat fucking skate shoe. So do I. I love that shit, but I don't have $1 million to spend on skate shoes, okay? My skate shoes out there are like blank black Walmart shoes. So I just slap fucking shoe goo all over that shit and hope for the best. Anywho, that's all the channels that made the top 10 list for the skateboarding related stuff. Once again, I would normally do that on the Stuck Skateboard channel, but there's only about 35 people who actually watch that. I want these channels to get some exposure, so I'm doing them on the main channel here. Hopefully you guys go check them out, and hopefully you guys go check out Stuck Skateboarding, the blue channel, not the red. The red is shut down, disabled. We're not uploading there anymore. All of our uploads are going to be on the blue channel, so please check that out. I will try to have all of the links to these channels in the description box below, so go through them, check them out, give a couple of their videos a once over, decide for yourself whether they're worth subscribing to. Cheers, and have a nice night, I guess. That's probably when this will be uploaded. Anywho, for glory, for the Rebel Alliance, Slammerella out.